Homeownership versus renting. Both have their bright spots. It can be a tough decision to make, and today we go over them. I'm Mike Ferrasi for Super Loans, NMLS 237341, and we're going to start with some advantages that come along with renting. Short-term leases, landlord that fixes things for you, lack of long-term commitment, being able to move pretty much whenever you want for whatever reason you want. There are so many freedoms that come along with renting, and there's no need for a 3% down payment. So why do so many people prefer to purchase a home? There are a few beyond that whole American dream stuff that's so popularly commercialized. How about rent increases? Yeah, I bet a few of you have recent experience with these, or you're about to. When you purchase a home with a fixed rate mortgage, your payment never changes. You're completely protected against future rent increases due to monetary inflation, rapidly rising home values, the property you live in being sold to somebody else, a global pandemic, or any other reason. Homeownership is the only way to truly lock in your monthly housing payment forever. Well, almost forever. Don't get me wrong. A 30-year loan is a long time to pay for something, but unlike with renting, there's an actual end date. And for those who do reach that finish line, your mortgage payment goes away. That's never gonna happen with a rent payment. Another big benefit is that you can make changes and improvements to the place that you live in. From simple things like replacing a door and painting a few walls, to big projects like kitchen and bathroom renovations, replacing floors, and even adding things like solar panels. When you own your home, you can do those things without permission. Plus, those bigger improvements usually make your house worth more, benefiting you, not a landlord. Buying a home is also a huge investment opportunity. Sure, it's primarily the roof over our head, but did you know that homeownership is actually one of the largest wealth building tools in America? One of the main contributing factors to retirement among homeowners is the equity that they have in their home. And that equity is there because historically, home prices go up. Now, I know as well as anybody, there are downturns and plateaus in the market. And just like in the stock market, these downturns could be followed by rebounds. As a matter of fact, in the housing market, they typically are followed by rebounds. Fun fact for you, since 1963, the biggest dip we've seen in the US housing market was during the Great Recession of 2007 and 2008. The median home price peaked in early 2007 and fell off fast. And as bad as that was, a rebound followed. And the US median home price completely recovered, and then some, by early 2013, just 6 years later. Remember, even if you buy when values are high, which is something a lot of people are concerned about right now, when values drop, you lose nothing unless you sell your property for a lower price. If you're planning on living in your home long term, this isn't a concern for you. And if history is any indication, your home will be worth more than you paid for it, even if you have to wait 6-ish years for that to happen. The last thing I'll mention is that landlord situation. I know many people have wonderful landlords that they love and trust, and that's amazing, but it's not everyone. To those of you who have landlords that you don't really get along with, you know what I'm talking about. When you buy a home, you are your own landlord. So if there are any little quirks like the type of plants that you want to put in the backyard or the place you want to park in the driveway, do as you wish. Okay, at this point, 4 of the 5 of you who've made it this far in the video are probably thinking that homeownership is a no-brainer, and that's great. But to the one remaining viewer out there who just doesn't see homeownership as a good option, we're here for you. I mean, we're a mortgage company, so there's not much we can actually do for you, but you have my support. Be confident in your decision and be a proud renter. After all, homeownership doesn't have to be expensive, but I haven't exactly heard anyone describe it as cheap. For those of you who are looking to buy a home, you're gonna need a solid pre-approval before you start your house hunting. Luckily, That's our specialty. Head over to superloans.com, click on the Buy a Home button, finish our 2-minute application, and one of our mortgage experts will be in contact with you in no time. Again, I'm Mike for Superloans at MLS 237341, and we'll talk to you next time.